Hello and good morning. Let us look at Scorpio Lagna. I seem to have missed this Lagna in my classes given yesterday. I have done Sagittarius instead of doing Scorpio. So I just thought that maybe I will put the Scorpio first and then go ahead with the other three Rashis. Right, again we are delineating the first bhava, as we have already explained in all the other classes, that the first bhava represents you, the native, represents your mind, your activity, your energies, your health, your dreams, and even your style of sleep. It governs the head of the body. The sun is the karaka for the lagna, and stirakaraka for the lagna, and the lagnadipati is the lord of the lagna, right? So we have been doing that. Now in Scorpio Lagna, I have this chart with a native which is having Scorpio Lagna, and this Lagna is aspected by Sun and Mars. First, before we go to the influence of the aspect, let me tell you, Scorpio is one of the signs which is the 8th house from the Kala Purusha, and it is called the Randra sign. It is the sign of Randra. That means to say it is a sign of change. There are too many changes, or there is a change in life for a Scorpio Lagna. When we talk about change, I am not saying that he will not have a proper job, or he will not have proper education, or he will not be worthy member. It just means that the nativity will enjoy unnecessary hitches and glitches in his life. Like example, today if you're a female and you have two young kids, today your school bus didn't come. You want to drop the kids to the school and then go to work. Tomorrow your flush broke. After 15 days you get a call from your teacher saying that your son is being a little naughty, or your husband calls you up and says, my car is punctured, why don't you come around and pick me up? So these small teeny weeny problems are always going to be a part of a Scorpio Lagna. Because I call them teeny weeny and I call them small, simple, irritating problems, because this Lagna has the capacity to overcome. Every Scorpio Lagna has a capacity to overcome their small nitty-gritty problems. The difference is, I am not a Scorpio Lagna, so I might have a car brake or a scooter brake once in 10 days or once in a month, or probably, to be very honest with you, in the last 20 years, I've never had a car brake or a scooter brake, right? So that is because I am not a Scorpio, and neither do I have any kind of irritating problems. What I mean to say is, Scorpio generally carries with them some form of irritating problem in some field or the other. Okay, right? Or some field or the other during their lifetime, throughout their lifetime. Okay, right. Now let us look at where the Lagna Lord is placed in this chart. Here the Lagna Lord is placed in the 7th house, associated with Sun, which indicates that this native settled after marriage and there was a dridhatha to him or to himself, because the Lagnadipati has influenced the 7th house and is associated with Sun, who, one, he is the natural quality karaka for Lagna. 2, he is also the 9th lord. Similarly, Mars is the natural karaka is Mars, which is fierce. Similarly, he is also the karaka for the 6th. Therefore, this man, after his marriage, may not have had too many ups and downs in his life, right? Now, let us cast our eyes on the Navamsha chart. I know I keep repeating this. Navamsha chart is not a decoration on our screen, but it has a total value. The value of the Navamsha chart can be minimum of 5 folds. 1, it gives you the accurate picture of the bhava that you are looking at. 2, it shows the positivities that this chart can achieve. 3, it also shows the positivity of the spouse. 4, it also tells us about the strengths of all the planets. For example, if it's not there in this chart, if Mercury is exalted in a chart and debilitated in the Rashi chart and exalted in the Navamsha chart, the strength of the Mercury is still strong because the exaltation in the Navamsha chart plays the most important role than the debilitation in the Rashi chart, right? So please try and along with me try to understand the Navamsha chart. Now in this Scorpio Lagna, the Navamsha is placed in the 9th house. The Navamsha is placed in the 9th house of Bhagya. As I said, Bhagya is not luck. Bhagya is a permanent blessing. Therefore, this native, 5th house of Purva Punya. Therefore, this native will have Purva Punya, that Punya points has been collected by this native. Therefore, this native will definitely succeed. Now, let us look at the Lord of the Rashi Lagna in the Navamsha. The Lord of the Rashi Lagna in the Navamsha is in the 11th, is in the 4th house, is in the 4th house from Scorpio, which happens to be the native's Lagna. Therefore, Sukha from family or Sukha from family after marriage is definitely there for this native. This is the simplest, the easiest and the most fruitful results that you can draw from a chart. In the next slide, I have already given you Sagittarius, so I shall give you Capricorn or Makara.